don't talk about Alex Smith. Please don't talk about all his shortcomings. Please don't talk about all of the plans that they had of fixing this a broken quarterback. Please don't talk about his dinks and his dunks. I want some play action passes down the field. I want some play action passes down the field. To Jeremy Maclin, to Albert Wilson, I love the playoffs for my Chiefs the second time around. Oh yeah, I love the playoffs for my Chiefs the second time around. Oh yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Kansas City Chiefs fans, boys and girls of all ages around the world. The Kansas City Chiefs are in the playoffs for the second time around. The second time around in the Andy Reid and John Dorsey era. How did they do it, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, the Kansas City Chiefs went 1-5 and sucked. Now have won 9 in a row, clinching a playoff spot, putting them in the postseason for the 2015 season. Let's look at today's game. The Kansas City Chiefs 17, the Denver Broncos, the Cleveland Browns 13. I got my mind on Denver. I probably shouldn't. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I am thoroughly enjoying this moment. This moment in which saw the Kansas City Chiefs win their 9th game in a row. For the second time in 3 years, Andy Reid, John Dorsey, Alex Smith, many hate him. I was trying to run Alex Smith's ass out of town last year and for the better part of the first half of this year because, quite frankly, they weren't picking up the slack. But they have, for the second time in 3 seasons in a row, they have won 9 in a row, and they've clinched a playoff spot. A playoff spot, not a liver spot, not an age spot, as the great Kevin Nash said when he was mocking the good old Four Horsemen. We're talking a playoff spot, which the Kansas City Chiefs currently have. And anything can happen in the postseason. Let's look at today's game. The Kansas City Chiefs did not fool around. They took the opening drive. Jeremy Maclin caught a beautiful 14-yard touchdown pass, putting the Chiefs up 7-0. Johnny Manziel really couldn't do anything in the first half. And the Chiefs ended up getting up 17-3 at halftime. And then if you ask me, the Chiefs defense went too conservative. They would not blitz in the second half. And this is my negative. I want to get to my negatives here. They did not blitz in the second half because they were so afraid of the feet of Johnny Manziel that they kept Frank Zombo on a lot of those defensive calls as the spy. He was a spy, and quite frankly, Johnny Manziel would just run to the left and get past him and run to the right and get past him. In the Browns' biggest drive of the second half, where they had the ball 12 minutes and 1 second, they marched down to the Kansas City Chiefs 8-yard line before intentional grounding penalty pushed their field goal attempt back, bringing them within 17-13. Got to have Tamba Hali back. We got to have Justin Houston back. D Ford's good, but man, with you got Frank Zombo on the other side, who's just basically a special teams player. Got to get Justin Houston and Tamba Hali back for the playoffs. We don't know what's going to happen with Denver tomorrow night. It don't really matter, you know. If we got to go to Houston, Indianapolis, I don't care. If we got to go to Cincinnati or Denver, I don't care, because the Kansas City Chiefs are going to the playoffs. I'm glad Tamba Hali, as I mentioned a second ago, had to miss the game with a thumb injury. Hopefully he'll be back for the game next week against the Oakland Raiders, because the Raiders are coming. This is Charles Woodson, last game as an NFL player. He's 40 years old. He's played for beyond forever, and he's had a damn good freaking career. So the Raiders are going to try to play high and hard for him. But I'll be at that Chiefs game next week. My post game will be from Arrowhead Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter if I'm in the last row in the upper deck or if I'm in the end zone where I belong. You're going to get my post-game from next Chiefs-Raiders game at Arrowhead Stadium. I'd like to thank you for watching my post-games this year. They've been a freaking blast. This is just the beginning. And as I mentioned, what was it? After the Chiefs beat the Detroit Lions, it was a Monday night, November 2nd. The Chiefs stood at 3-5, and it was the bye week. I'm going to put that in the comments here so you can see what inspired the Kansas City Chiefs to get to the playoffs. I'm sure many of you have already saw that video, but I'm going to post it in the comments here, and you can see why the Kansas City Chiefs made this playoff run. I didn't predict it. I'm not Nostradamus. I just said it had to freaking happen. And it happened. It happened. Hell yeah, baby. This gives validation to Clark Hunt, This gives validation to Clark Hunt for picking John Dorsey to be the Kansas City Chiefs general manager. This gives validation for John Dorsey picking Andy Reid to be his head coach. This gives validation for Andy Reid and John Dorsey giving Alex Smith his long-term contract, because in 3 years, 2 of the 3 years, the Chiefs had a 9-game winning streak and have reached the playoffs. As I mentioned 7 weeks ago, the Kansas City Chiefs, it's time to get to the playoffs in January and do some damage. Guess what, folks? It's damage time. Get the damage incorporated, baby. Because the Chiefs are coming hard. The Chiefs are coming strong. And when Tom Bahali and Justin Houston get back on the field, it don't matter. It just doesn't freaking matter. Because the Chiefs are coming at you. Raiders, you're next on the schedule. We don't know if we're going to be playing for the division. We don't know if we're going to be playing for the 5th or the 6th seed in the AFC playoffs. But you know what we're going to be playing? We're going to be playing you, the Oakland Raiders. And the Chiefs are coming at you. Got a lot to gain. Maybe a spot. Do you want to be 5th seed or do you want to be the 6th seed? If the Chiefs are the 5th seed, they're more than likely in the playoffs going to face the Houston Texans. If the Kansas City Chiefs are the 6th seed, they're going to play the Cincinnati Bengals or the Denver Broncos, possibly New England. Let's see what happens. After tomorrow night's game between the Broncos and the Bengals. Until next time, enjoy it, baby. Chiefs are in the playoffs. Yeah!